Hello and welcome to Chaz's Cinema Corner, a spoiler-free look at the motion pictures. I'm talking talkies, I'm talking Tinseltown, and today I am talking about Violent Night. Now, before we get into the details, here are the three things you want to hear from any film review. Number one, no, you do not need to know about any other previous film before you see this one. Two, no, the dog or any other animal does not die. And number three, there is no post-credit sequence, but you should still stay through the credits and appreciate everyone who worked on this film. Full disclosure, I am someone who loves Christmas movies, from the classics like the original Miracle on 34th Street, to Christmas horror like Black Christmas and Christmas Evil, to foreign films like Dial Code Santa Claus, to those Hallmark and Lifetime ones that just make you feel good inside that they made on a budget. I love all corners of the Christmas cinema season. And I think when there can be a really cutting edge and different approach to a Christmas movie that gives me something new to stuff in my stocking and lay under my tree, I am all for it. Enter Norwegian director Tommy Wirkola, who was at the helm for Violent Night. In this movie, the great David Harbour stars as Santa Claus, somewhat disillusioned but still delivering gifts on Christmas Eve as he does, who rediscovers his love of Christmas by rescuing a wealthy family who is held captive by a group of mercenaries led by the great John Leguizamo using the codename Scrooge. You also have Beverly D'Angelo, of course, from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and Pterodactyl Woman from Beverly Hills, here as the matriarch of the family. There is a lot on paper to enjoy and even more on screen. Now, I like the 2003 film Bad Santa, but in a post-Bad Santa world, it's the most uninteresting Christmas formula to take something really beloved and cherished and then do something out of nowhere violent and obscene with it. Violent Night is not one of those movies. Rather, Violent Night has its red and green light flashing heart in the right place, and it delivers on all the traditional Christmas beats you'd enjoy from a classic Christmas movie, but done in a new, refreshing way. There's really three elements that catapult this from merely good Christmas movie to absolute certain future cult classic. One is, as you may have guessed, the flawless performance from David Harbour in the lead role. Second is child actor Leah Brady, who did such a great job capturing everything we love about child characters in Christmas movies, that twinkle in the eye, the mischievous, and the hopeful glow. And I can't stress enough how great the score from Annie Award nominee Dominic Lewis was. Just amazing, touching on so many things that make Christmas music so memorable and infectious, from classic Christmas scores being touched on to creating something all his own. Just phenomenal work. Speaking of the music, the soundtrack choices were also very inspired, putting less than conventional but still distinctly recognizable Christmas songs alongside some of the wonderfully inventive and entertaining and beautifully shot violence. And it's done so not in a cheap look at this wonderful holiday thing we're putting next to violence way, but rather in a really smart use of an ironic take on popular music, more akin to a Kenneth Anger or a Paul Morrissey or a John Waters. So if you're a fan of Christmas movies, whether or not you're a fan of white-knuckle action films, and if you're a fan of white-knuckle action films, whether or not you're a fan of Christmas movies, I highly suggest you see Violent Night in cinemas this Friday, December 2nd. For Chaz's Cinema Corner, I'm Chaz Kangas. I love popcorn, and I love you.